This is really important, okay? Can you be serious for like 3 seconds, Luke?
Got it.
Jim Keller, Senior Vice President of
Oh,
Silicon Engineering. No, I was serious. This is serious. Resigns
yeah.
from Intel. Original source here is a non-tech, the one and only Dr. Cuttress. Anyway, Dr. Cuttress wrote up an article here and basically kind of outlines some of the things that Jim Keller has done over the years. So he was hired by Intel 2 years ago as Senior Vice President of Intel's Silicon Engineering Group. And this is after coming from Tesla, who didn't they have their electronics in their cars described as basically space age by another auto manufacturer not that long ago? So
Yeah.
Tesla, AMD, where he worked on the Athlon 64, minor project, small project, just a blip in AMD's history. Apple. Oh yeah, didn't Apple have a big string of silicon successes shortly after that? Oh, yes, they did. AMD again worked on Ryzen. And PA Semiconductor, which I'm not actually familiar with what he did there, but basically, to be clear, it's not like Jim Keller like single-handedly designs a CPU. It doesn't work that way. They're far more complicated than that these days. But from an interview that he actually posted, and you guys should just go check this out. The article is over on Nontech. He released just an excerpt from it talking about how he kind of went into Intel with his job being to kind of be a fixer. All that we know right now is that Intel has made some changes. They have reshuffled a little bit. They seem to have known enough about the timing of this that they were able to have these changes ready, and that he has resigned effective immediately for personal reasons, but that he will remain on as sort of an advisor for the next 6 months or something like that. At Apple, he worked on A4 and A5. At Tesla, their custom silicon for self-driving. So one of the reasons that I was 100% sure, let's say 98% sure, that Intel was going to come back with with a big hammer in response to AMD's risenness, was that I knew that Jim Keller was over there doing his thing. He's been there for 2 years. And actually, his most recent stint at AMD wasn't much longer than that. Let me just have a quick look here. 1999, 2012 returned to AMD and left again in 2015. Actually, only there for a few years. So maybe we're going to see some fruits of that. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't working out. The thing about when someone resigns for personal reasons with no further details, that you really don't know what exactly happened. But it's clear to me that this is sort of a bummer, because anyone who likes high performance technology wants Jim Keller working on cool stuff all the time, pretty much. And if nothing else, helping out the teams that are working on cool stuff all the time. Hopefully, whatever's going on, he's not sick or, has a, horrible family situation that he's going with. So, all the best for Jim, and, hopefully everyone at Intel can pick things up and keep the ship moving forward, and it's all good, and we get faster CPUs, from a consumer standpoint. And that's what we want, right? We want a competitive AMD, absolutely, to keep Intel honest, and we want a competitive Intel to keep AMD keeping honest. Because the thing is, guys, a lot of you, I think, watching might not remember this, but AMD's image of the more consumer friendly, guys, a lot of that has been crafted over a period of time when AMD wasn't that competitive. And Dr. Sue seems to be doing a great job of keeping their eyes on the prize, keeping her team focused on continuing to deliver the best possible consumer value, regardless of what they have to deliver. But it's not like AMD has never been guilty of resting on their laurels as a company, current leadership notwithstanding. So yeah, we want competition, and hopefully we're still going to have it. But that's something that was very noteworthy and that we felt like we should highlight on the WAN show today.